Yes? I'm Michael Hawthorne. Who are you? And more importantly, should I care?
I could slap you like a little bitch, and then you might care. I'm your worst nightmare.
Well, then you'll excuse me if I don't invite you to share a drink. Really, you're as much fun as a couple of ghouls. They're trying to get in here, you know. Don't suppose you've ever had to deal with ghouls before?
Yes, I have.
Right on.
Rock on, Tommy.
Well, well, what have we here? Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Susan Lancaster. Perhaps we can become better acquainted in the near future.
Okay. Let me introduce myself. Say nothing, keep quiet.
The strong silent type, eh? We're in luck. Ever met a ghoul before?
Oh, yeah. What's it like living in Tenpenny Tower?
Beats living out there in the wasteland, trust me. See, I'm not like these other puffed up fogies. I earned my way into privilege. I worked to get here.
Yeah, bet you did, didn't you? Yeah. You're the kind of person that I would turn around and say, you working or you walking?
Yeah, goodbye.
Yeah. There are some ghouls who want to live here. What do you think about it?
Why, I do believe you've lost your mind. Ghouls living here? You're serious?
100%, mister. What if the residents are okay with the ghouls?
I don't suppose I'd mind terribly if ghouls were to live here. And it would be a good bit of sport hunting them down if they misbehaved. I dare say, though, you'll have a bit of trouble convincing certain residents to go along with your novel proposition. Tell you what, if you can convince Mr. and Mrs. Wellington, Mr. Ling, Miss Montenegro, and Ms. Lancaster, those ghouls can live here. Have you seen me shoot? I'm quite proficient, if I do say so myself.
Blowing smoke up one's own arse.
Welcome to Boutique La Chic. I'm Lydia Montenegro, proprietor. Here you'll find only the best, with a price tag you can boast about to your friends.
Ooh, le fric, le chic. Ooh. Nice place you got here.
Your taste in shopping venue is impeccable. How may I assist you?
How would you feel about having a few ghoul neighbours?
You're being serious? That's out of the question. What an absurd notion.
Why? I've met the ghouls. They're civilised and pose no threat.
I think you must have been out in the sun too long. Perhaps I could sell you a nice hat to keep your brain from frying?
How's about you shove your hat up your arse? And then you can stop your arse from frying. This is happening. You're going to have to deal with it or get forced out.
Who do you think you are? I pay good money to live here, and I run a most prestigious store. You can't push me around like that.
Do you want a bet? So...
Charm. It's time for...
Oh,
a good
now it's
bite of
charming,
something
is it?
delicious. Hey. Introductions are in order. I am Mrs. Edgar Wellington. You may refer to me as Madam or My Lady Wellington.
Oh, well, who la dee feckin' da. Oh, look, another stuck-up bitch. How impressive. I wish I could say that, but I have to try and keep her on a good side to get her to agree to have the ghoul. So it looks like we're going to have to go with "It's nice to meet you, Mrs. Lady Wellington."
You're better mannered than your apparent breeding would indicate. It is nice to make your acquaintance. You didn't happen to catch a glimpse of any ghouls on your way in here, did you?
Oh my god, how big is that feckin' stick that's shoved up your arse? How would you feel about having a few of them around?
Dear Lord, are you serious?
Yes.
Ghouls? Living here? With us? That's simply out of the question.
Why? They're civilised, they pose no threat.
Ha! I think I know a fair share more than some vagrant blown in off the wastes. You are simply mistaken. They may appear nice, but deep down, they want to kill. It's common knowledge among the educated. You clearly don't know what you're talking about.
Will I get it this time, though?
Damn,
Yes.
This can't be happening. Why do you think I came here in the first place? To get away from ghouls, monsters, and scum like you. Now I'll have to start all over again. Where will I go?
Oh, boo-hoo, Mrs. Shithead. I'm sure you'll find somewhere. Like a feckin' bin.
I already did. I hope one of your ghoul buddies kills you. You'll see.
How are you?
Now, I'll get him to come and pay you a visit in the middle of the night.
Edgar Wellington II at your service.
Oh, God, not the
Hold
bell
on,
end.
who let you in here?
Who let you in here? And who lives in a house like this? I jumped over the walls when no one was looking. How do you think I got in here?
There's no need to get snippy with me, boy.
Call me
We're
boy one
all
more
a
time and
little
I'll break your
perturbed on
nose.
account of those ghouls. Don't suppose you know anything about ghouls, do you?
Yeah, you're going to have some as a next door neighbour, and you're going to be pretty pissed about it, aren't you, you twat? I don't consider ghouls to be the problem, if that's what you're asking.
Then you obviously don't know anything about ghouls.
How would you feel as having you as a neighbour?
You're joking, right?
Nope.
You serious?
Yeah.
Of course not. Ghouls can't live here. They're dirty, loathsome creatures.
Dirty, lonesome creatures. And yet I consider them in a higher standard than you twat. I've met the ghouls, they're civilised and pose no threat. I'm having deja vu.
I'm afraid I can't abide by that. I can't imagine Tenpenny would allow it. But I certainly won't.
Oh, well, boo-hoo.
This is outrageous, preposterous, forced out by a bunch of dirty ghouls and some bleeding heart activist? Where will I live? How will I get there?
Shanks his pony, you get on your feet and you walk, you prick. I don't give a shit where you go, just walk. How's that? I'm sure you'll find somewhere suitable.
I found a comfortable place, but now I must leave. When I die, it will be on your head.
Those clothes are atrocious. You should stop by my shop, New Urban Apparel, and freshen up that look. Upgrade to fabulous.
Oh, fabulous. These people. How do you feel about having a ghoul as a neighbour?
It's my turn, eh?
It
Well,
is.
you won't be getting me to go along with your ridiculous plan. Ghouls aren't human. They live in filth. They eat their own babies. You're out of your right freaking mind. In case you haven't
No.
noticed, I run a fabulous shop and live in the most fabulous of places. You can't push people like...
What if all your neighbours agree?
If my neighbors lose their minds and agree to such a thing, then I hope security shoots them in the head with their zombie friends. Hey there. I take it this is a social...
Yes, I want to mock the ghouls.
You can't be serious.
Yes, and we know they live in filth. Blah, 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 blah. I've met the ghouls. They seem civilised and pose no threat.
Why would you hang out with dirty vermin like that? You enjoy sifting through feces? You know, it's only a matter of time before they get hungry and eat you. You're crazy. Ghouls will never live in Tenpenny Tower.
Talking about feces, I'm talking to you, aren't I?
Mm-hmm. Would you mind bothering someone else, please? Ta-ta.
So, everyone else is fine. You don't want to see this dog.
Assault! Assault! Somebody!
He died of natural causes. Look, he was getting into bed and he just fell and hit his head, which you can see. He's just sliding down the banister. Bedpost, not banister. Yeah.
Charmed,
Come on, dog.
I'm sure.
No, out dog. Out dog, good dog.